Hey everybody, so the Montreal Canadiens made some news today. They signed defenseman Jeff Petry to a 4-year contract extension, and they're wasting no time this summer. First of all, they're trading for goalie Jake Allen from the St. Louis Blues and giving up a third-round draft pick for him, and then trading for the rights to defenseman Joel Edmondson from Carolina, and then signing him a couple days later to also a 4-year deal. So they're wasting no time, and then the news kind of unexpectedly today that they signed Jeff Petry to this deal. So we'll get right into it, and let's take a look at Jeff Petry and this new deal. Jeff Petry, 32 years old, so he is 32 now. By the time his 1 year remaining at 5.5 million AAV and the new 4-year deal, he'll be 37. He would have been a free agent, a UFA at the end of this following season. He signed a 4-year extension, $25 million total for the deal, $6.25 million AAV. There is also $8 million in signing bonuses, I believe, given out over the first 3 years. So $4 million, $2 million, and $2 million. I believe that's what I had heard. Let's see. He has a no movement clause, but he had a no movement clause already in that deal. What they added was a modified no trade clause, which means he can give a list of 15 teams that he doesn't want to be traded to. If there's a time where he agrees to be traded, because he does have a no movement clause, that means no movement, but he has to agree. If he does, he can give a list. The deal amounts to a $750,000 increase, which isn't a great increase for a player like Petry, but given the flat cap era that we're in, that's a pretty good deal, a team-friendly deal, and it's a team-friendly deal. He gave it to with a hometown discount. His contract runs through 2024-25. He is a number 1A or 1B defenseman, without a doubt in my mind. Last season in 71 games, so he played all the games in Montreal played. He had 11 goals, 29 assists for 40 points. It's the third season in a row with 40-plus points. He in the playoffs, 10 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. The two goals were game winners. Career 680 games, 69 goals, 184 assists for 253 points. In the playoffs, he only managed to get in, unlucky enough to be on teams that didn't make a lot of the playoffs. 25 games, 5 goals, 2 assists for 7 points. Among NHL defensemen, Petry ranks number 8 in power play goals, number 9 in hits, number 22 in shots on goal, and number 25 in time on ice per game, and that's over the last 3 seasons. Some stuff about what Petry had said. Again, this from some articles I read. Petry wanted to stay, especially after seeing Suzuki and KK play this season, this postseason, and the Jake Allen trade and the Joel Edmondson signing. He feels the future is bright in Montreal and wants to be part of it. He feels privileged to wear such a history-rich uniform, and he feels a huge sense of pride every game night when he puts the uniform on. Let's see. The two sides have been working secretly, I guess, because Bergevin and the Habs, I think mostly they do things in secret of this nature. For the last 2.5 weeks to get the deal done. Petry said he didn't really expect to get the call when his agent called to tell him they wanted to talk. He agreed to talk, not expecting really to get this done, but very happy to get it done. And he also said, after seeing all these things, the bright future the Habs have, the deals, the moves that they've made so far for going into next season, he said it wasn't hard to make the decision to stay here in Montreal and possibly end his career here because he'll be 37 at the end of the deal. He said something very interesting to me also. In the article I read, now I think Eric Engel's article, in making his decision to resign, he wanted assurances that guys like Gallagher and Deneau, quote, I don't think it's an accurate quote 100%, but it's a quote, it's close enough, were able to come to terms on new deals and remain in the Canadiens' fold for years to come too, unquote. The wording, were able to. So he was asking for assurances So I wrote here, I don't know if he got those assurances, but he did resign, right? So the reason it's interesting is, does that mean that he knows something we don't know about Gallagher and Danault resigning with Montreal, and did they give him those assurances that they will be resigning, or they will do everything that they can to get them to resign? So I find that very interesting. So it's a bit of a risky move, given his age and the way the league's going with youth more and more, considering the term friendly price and wait, I read that wrong. Considering the team friendly price and term and the risk of letting him walk and getting like nothing in return. If Montreal's in a playoff run at the deadline next season, so if they're in a playoff run or they're going to be comfortably in the playoffs, trading Petry could be like disastrous, right? You could lose him. You could lose him to free agency if you keep him. You could trade, like, who knows? You trade him, you don't maybe make the playoffs, or you don't do as well, or you keep him for the run and maybe he doesn't resign, and you lose him with zero return. So that's what they're facing. I guess they didn't want that option, and they got him resigned. So Petry gets security and will probably retire a Hab because he's going to be 37. And Montreal gets to keep arguably their number one defenseman at a time when they're pushing to become a solid playoff team and hopefully a Stanley Cup contender. So, in my opinion, this is a win-win for Montreal, for Petry, and most of all, for us fans. I think it's a really good move. I had said a number of times didn't think they were going to trade Petry, that they would re-sign him after next season, and they didn't waste any time in doing that. So I guess I was right there, and I'm kind of glad that they've done that. It kind of, not that it solidifies the defense, but it does, like, for the long term going forward at a time when the future's bright, the kids that are coming up look solid. Like, our future just looks like we are going to be a contender in the very near future for a Stanley Cup, hopefully perennially for a little while. We've got some really great kids coming up, some great players already on the team, and I just I really like the signing. I don't know what else to say. I really like the signing. I think that's all I'm going to say. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. While you're doing that, leave me any comments in the comment section about anything I said. What you think of the deal, what you think of Petry, whatever you want in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel and you haven't already, please subscribe and ring that notifications bell. Also down there, and that'll get you your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge right here at Talking Habs. And yes, I'll be going back to pretty much daily again. I had to take a little bit of time off. That's pretty much done now, so I should be getting back to my regular videos. So if you're a regular viewer, hopefully that makes you happy. And I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate that you do. Please stay safe out there. And peace out, y'all. I'll see you next video. Bye, everybody.